Live, Kurt Ludlow, Shauna Parsons, meteorologist Rod Hill, and Tim Becker Sports. This is the 10 o'clock news.
Good evening. Road rage may be responsible for an accident in which a car struck a bicyclist who was then thrown through the windshield, killing the car's driver.
Tonight we have more details about how exactly that accident happened on the Fremont Bridge. KPTV's Chris Murphy joins us now live from the bridge. Chris?
Kurt and Shauna, that accident did happen on the upper deck of the Fremont Bridge last night around 7:30. The driver of a car was killed when he hit a bicyclist. That's right. The bicyclist survived. The driver of the car was killed. A freak accident being blamed on road rage. On the Fremont Bridge, a freak accident sparked, police think, by road rage. Witnesses tell Portland police this is how it happened. A driver is tailgating the car in front of him westbound on the Fremont Bridge. The cars are extremely close, going 50 miles per hour. Peter Bartell, the 21-year-old driver, who witnesses say was the tailgater, swerves back and forth just inches from the car's rear bumper in front of him. Bartell then loses control, swings into the breakdown lane, and grazes the cement guardrail with the side of his car. Still out of control and still in the breakdown lane, Bartell rams into a bicyclist, 38-year-old Innocent Francois. Francois' bike is crushed, his body thrown through the windshield. The impact kills Bartell instantly. Francois is rushed to the hospital with head and leg injuries, illegally riding a bike over the Fremont Bridge. Francois was definitely in the wrong place at the wrong time.
The whole thing is bizarre.
In the 20 years Sergeant Rod Lusich has patrolled Portland, this is the strangest accident he's ever seen. Lusich isn't surprised witnesses call it a case of road rage. Portland police do not keep specific road rage statistics, but Sergeant Lusich says the problem has at least doubled in the last decade.
You don't have to be a police officer to see aggressive driving going on every day, almost any day, on any roadway.
Drivers say steering clear of road rage is simple.
Calm down. You'll get there soon enough.
Get off the gas, back off, and hope that they disengage. For people that's driving like idiots, they either go to driver's school or, go ahead and catch the bus.
Portland police say when you're driving, if you come across an aggressive driver, just simply get out of their way. Kurt and Shauna, they say the most current problem with road rage is that usually when they pull someone over for aggressive driver, they say the common answer is, I was just in a hurry, I was trying to get to where I was going, and someone got in my way. I want to just update you on the condition of Innocent Francois, the man who was riding that bike. He is in critical condition. He is at Legacy Emmanuel Hospital tonight with head injuries and injuries to a leg.
KPTV's Chris Murphy. Chris, thank you.
The Salem man who was intentionally run over by a car on Tuesday night has died. Police have identified the victim, an Hispanic male in his mid-20s, but they have not released his name. Witnesses say he was fighting with another man behind a strip mall in northeast Salem, and during the fight, an American-made car drove up, hit the man, and sped away.
At this point in the investigation, we don't know if there's any relationship between the person the victim was fighting with and the driver of the car.
Tonight, police are still searching for the suspects. No sign tonight of a Seaside man who disappeared without a trace more than a week ago. Friends and family have distributed hundreds of posters hoping someone has seen this man, 21-year-old Robert McAlinden. He was last seen on March 25th leaving a party on foot after police responded to a complaint of loud music. McAlinden never returned home or to work, but his car was found near the party where the party was held, or near the house where the party was held, rather. McAlinden studies criminal justice at Clatsop Community College.
An evacuation tonight at a Kaiser Permanente in Salem. A worker dropped a bottle of a caustic chemical near a treatment room. 150 people were taken out of the building on Lancaster Drive. 5 were taken to Salem Memorial for breathing problems. The chemical was phenol, which is used to remove toenails. Pretty potent stuff. The mess should be cleaned up tonight, and the Kaiser should be open again tomorrow morning. In Beaverton, police arrest a woman who teaches an after-school science program after they say she called in bomb threats to Shoals Heights Elementary School. Police say 39-year-old Kimberly Haggard called the school twice, reporting a bomb was set to explode. Authorities found nothing unusual. Well, police traced the call to Haggard's home in southeast Portland. Police say she made the threats, hoping her after-school science class would be canceled.
A 56-foot crabbing boat with more than 400 gallons of diesel fuel on board has run aground near Astoria. The distress call came in just after 6 o'clock this morning. The Cape St. James is stuck south of the Columbia River jetty with 4 crew members on board. The Coast Guard sent out a helicopter and a motor lifeboat. They tried for 2 hours to tow the fishing boat off the beach, but just couldn't do it.
Given the fact that they ran into the beach and they're in the surf, that's probably one of the worst places to be. And so the waves keep them in there, and it just help them get buried. And so that's why the vessel's stuck.
Tonight, the fuel will be moved from the boat to a truck in order to lighten the load and eliminate any danger to the environment. The Marine Safety Office is investigating.
A Portland mother is facing child endangerment charges after locking her baby in a dangerously hot car while she went shopping. KPTV's Ryan Deal is live in Beaverton where this happened. Ryan?
Kurt, the car sat here in the parking lot at Costco, but unlike now, the sun was beating down, the car was warming up, and inside a child was overheating. In this parking lot, the 1-year-old sat in a rear-facing car seat in direct sunlight. The temperature outside was 65 degrees, according to deputies who say the temperature inside was far warmer after hearing the distress call to 911.
The man said that the child was sweating profusely, was crying, was shaking to the point that he thought the child might actually be going into convulsions.
What was supposed to be just 5 minutes inside the store, according to the mother, turned into at least 20 minutes. And when 29-year-old Yu Ming Chen finally returned, a shopper and a clerk were amazed at what they saw next.
The mother did not go right away to take the child out of the car. The mother went around to the trunk to place her items in the trunk.
All the while, the half-inch crack in one front window doing little to stop the infant's potentially deadly dehydration. To give you an idea just how serious this is, watch as I put this thermometer inside the news car. Immediately, the gauge begins moving. In 7 minutes, 80 degrees turns into 120. The thermometer's now off the charts in a matter of minutes. I've been in the car for 10 seconds and already I'm perspiring. Clearly, this is not the place for an infant, not the place for anybody.
Her body, or sorry, it was a boy or girl, was trying to dissipate the heat load.
Emergency physician Charlie Hartness says the infant was probably losing sodium in all that perspiration.
If you can't replace that, your muscles will tense up and get crampy, to general flu-like symptoms. That's what's classically called heat exhaustion.
The symptoms are headaches, weakness, and nausea. That's followed by heat stroke with mental confusion, agitation, and then coma or death. For that baby, the process was beginning.
To leave a child in a car where they can suffocate like that, with the heat beating right down on their face, is recklessly endangering.
Now, thankfully, that infant did not require medical attention. The mother is charged with, of course, reckless endangerment of a child, but the Department of Human Services is also investigating, Kurt, so we could see additional charges.
Ryan, I can't imagine leaving a pet in a car, let alone a child. Do police see a lot of this?
They do. We saw a lot of it today. They say every year this time, and they're surprised this year with all the news headlines that the missing girls have been making. Kidnappings are happening, and they just can't believe it.
Leaving your child in a car while you go shopping. Unbelievable. KPTV's Ryan Deal, thank you.
You're welcome.
Every year, more than 11,000 Oregon children are abused, and today an awareness rally was held in honor of Child Abuse Prevention Month. People gathered in front of the Marion County Courthouse this afternoon. They listened to speakers, and they dedicated a blue ribbon tree. Tied to the tree were 1,100 blue ribbons. Each one of those ribbons represents a victim of child abuse in Marion and Polk counties alone. And those are just the reported cases.
People don't talk about it. They don't acknowledge it. It's a reality. It's a fact. It's an unfortunate fact that we have in our community that children can't protect themselves, whether it's verbal abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse. Children are being victimized, and for every child that's victimized, we know that 4 to 5 cases go unreported.
Sheriff Ramirez says everyone has a responsibility to report child abuse if they see it or suspect it's happening.
An update now on the case of the 2 missing Oregon City girls.
The FBI says a letter found last month on the Florida coast has nothing to do with their case. The letter was found by a 12-year-old boy and his mom. It was in a plastic baggie floating in the water. Inside was a note from someone claiming to be Ashley and saying she was with her friend Miranda and needed help. Miranda, though, was misspelled in the note. The FBI now says it is not related to their case, Ashley Pond has been missing since January 9th. Miranda Gaddis has been gone since March 8th.
A former altar boy at a Vancouver church says he was abused by a priest. His lawsuit claims the Archdiocese of Seattle was negligent because it knew or should have known the priest was a pedophile. The priest worked at St. Joseph's Catholic Church. The Archdiocese says the priest served briefly in the 1970s. He is 59 years old now and denies the allegations. And yesterday we asked you if you thought the Catholic Church should discontinue the vow of celibacy for priests. 72% of you said yes, while 28% said no.
The state of Washington will pay the family of a murdered Clark County woman more than $2 million. 34-year-old Carolyn Killaby was killed by parolee Dennis Smith back in 1995. Killaby's family says the state failed to supervise her killer. Smith was released from prison in 1994 after serving a 10-year sentence for strangling his own sister. Months later, he violated his parole and was only sent to jail. Soon after his second release, Smith kidnapped Killaby from a Vancouver nightclub and murdered her.
The state of Oregon is going after 5 contractors, accusing them of fraudulent activities. They're in Marion, Lane, Clackamas, Washington, and Multnomah counties. Here's the list: BLD Incorporated, Paradise Construction, A-Plus Construction, Fantastic Finish, and Best Way Refinishing. Attorney General Hardy Meyer says some of these companies weren't licensed, others didn't provide written estimates, some will have to pay fines, others will pay restitution. Portlanders meet face-to-face with a new candidate for school superintendent tonight.
Eric Smith is the superintendent of Charlotte-Mecklenburg schools in North Carolina. Tonight he told Portlanders there is no blueprint for success, but it's important to create unity within the teaching ranks. He also stressed the importance of preparing students to leave the school system.
What I've settled on, at least in my career, has been looking at the ability to move students into demanding coursework, such as advanced placement or international baccalaureate. And can we do that at a high level? Can we make access available? Can we adequately prepare students from all backgrounds and open those doors to more students to increase the numbers of students that are scoring 3 or above an AP exam?
Smith is in Portland for 2 days to meet with school employees and community groups. Ideas are being tossed around about a new look for Northwest Broadway, specifically the area between the Pearl District and Chinatown. A steering committee discussed options at a public meeting today. Some of the alternatives include a new park block, office buildings, housing, a community center, and public market space. Already in the works, extending 6th Street past Union Station to connect with Johnson Street in the Pearl District.
What we're trying to do is a couple of things. Better unite Pearl District, Old Town, Chinatown, trying to get a more urban, vibrant street environment, pedestrian-friendly environment, and also to respect the transportation center as there.
Over the next few months, the steering committee will create a timetable and a cost and benefits analysis. Well, it was a beautiful day for a celebration. Today marked the halfway point in the expansion of the Oregon Convention Center. Portland Mayor Vera Katz, along with other city officials, celebrated the milestone by signing the final steel roof beam that was hoisted into place during the ceremony. The expansion will increase the convention center's event capacity by 60% and provide underground parking for 800. The work should be finished by April of next year.
A native Portland artist's new exhibit is literally alive with movement. Pete Beeman's kinetic creations include this amazing 6-legged bike, a chair that swings its very own legs, and a miniature model of a 30-foot-high pendulum that he will build in Northwest Portland. Beeman is an artist who also happens to be a mechanical engineer. He wants visitors to experience the fine line between art and engineering.
It's sort of the meeting of engineering and art, and it's the exciting parts where they cross over for me. And it's stuff that's interactive and that demands involvement and attention. So I'm hoping the people come out and enjoy it, but also start thinking a little bit about something else than they were thinking about when they walked in.
I love the chair running away from him. This exhibit is currently running at Merrillhurst University in West Lynn, and yes, you can ride the bike.
The boy who had an affair with and 2 children with his teacher talks about the relationship in court. Hear his side of the story.
Also, a police pursuit leads to a dramatic, intentional collision. Details on this wild ride.
And the latest on what the White House plans to do about the violence in the Middle East.
Well, if you were wondering, did we set a record high today? Yes, we did. 76 degrees. The old record was 75 for today's date. The morning low is 39 degrees. All of this warmth, all of the sunshine, well, it's coming to an end. My forecast coming up tonight at 10:32.
Earlier today on Good Day Oregon.
Today is the day, baby. Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day. We're going to hit 70. Tomorrow will not be the day. So if you call in tomorrow sick, you're stuck with not as spectacular weather. Yeah.
Suddenly, I don't feel so good.
Oh, really? Yeah.
My arm is broken. I got to go home.
Watch Good Day Oregon tomorrow.
Critics and audiences are cheering for one of the best family films in years. The Rookie is Disney magic at its best. A movie for anyone who's ever had a dream.
Oh, my God!
Dennis Quaid, The Rookie, rated G, now playing.
Hey, get down here fast. They got the silver one. Okay, bye.
Claim your Volkswagen. Now's the perfect time.
And now here comes team owner Terry Bradshaw and driver Kerry Earnhardt racing for their new sponsor, Supercuts.
Man, those Supercuts guys are good.
Supercuts. Racing never looks so good. Racing to Supercuts today for a crowd-pleasing haircut at a wallet-pleasing price. Supercuts, as hip as you want to be.
Where fresh-baked pizza is tradition, people are talking about Papa Murphy's Take and Bake.
So you pick up any kind you want?
Anything.
Fresh toppings?
Fresh toppings, fresh dough, premium sauce.
Freshly grated cheese?
Read my lips, Maria. It's all fresh.
Pick up a super fresh Papa Murphy's large chicken garlic for just $7.99. Family size it for just $2 more.
Say it's not better than mine.
The truth can be painful, Maria.
Papa Murphy's Take and Bake. Pizza chain of the year.
The #1 movie in America will leave you breathless. Ebert and Roper give Panic Room 2 thumbs up.
What's she doing?
And Rolling Stone raves it will make you jump out of your seat. Panic Room, rated R, now playing.
Everybody loves Raymond, where love is a full-contact sport.
Weeknights on KPTV, Oregon's 12. You're watching the 10 o'clock news.
Welcome back. The U.S. is stepping up its efforts for peace in the Middle East.
America's increased involvement comes as the situation in Israel appears to be getting worse. KPTV's David Wilson has been following the story. He joins us now with an update from News Control. Dave?
Yes, tonight the United Nations Security Council demands that Israeli forces withdraw from Palestinian cities without delay. The White House says Palestinian leaders have agreed to a new peace effort, but today in the Middle East, the violence continued. Gunfire around Bethlehem's Church of the Nativity. Palestinian gunmen run for cover as the siege on the West Bank continues. Tanks still surround the headquarters of PLO Chairman Yasser Arafat, and journalists move in packs, wearing white as the casualties mount.
Continue black, please, and be careful. Don't walk backward. You'll step on something and blow up.
At the White House, President Bush emerges with Secretary of State Colin Powell, deciding now to dispatch him to the Middle East.
As a step in this process, he will work to implement United Nations Resolution 1402, an immediate and meaningful ceasefire.
And in Ramallah, a breakthrough. Israel now saying it will allow U.S. envoy Anthony Zinni to meet with Yasser Arafat, who remains cornered, surrounded by Israeli troops. But Bush also has unusually strong words for Arafat, saying that he has failed to confront terrorists.
He's missed his opportunities and thereby betrayed the hopes of the people he's supposed to lead.
In Washington, there is skepticism. The PLO's representative says that Israel has been given a free hand in the conflict so far, and that Palestinians will not back down.
Regardless whether Mr. Sharon is going to employ 1,000 tanks and 100,000 soldiers, and whether he is going to allow us to bury our dead today or he is not, we are going to survive.
In West Bank cities such as Bethlehem, survival becomes more difficult by the day. The White House now banking on Powell to push through a ceasefire and eventually a peace plan.
In our lifetimes, we have seen an end to conflicts that no one thought could end. We've seen fierce enemies let go of long histories of strife and anger.
Strife and anger that for now only appear to grow stronger. U.S. Envoy Anthony Zinni will meet with both sides of the conflict tomorrow. The hope is for an immediate ceasefire. With the violence stopped, officials can then begin to work on a long-term peace plan.
All right, David Wilson reporting tonight. Dave, thank you.
An American has been killed in Israel. Sarita Saleh was shot and killed as she traveled with her husband and infant near Ramallah. She grew up in the Washington, D.C. area, has family in Fairfax, Virginia. Her family thinks she was killed because she favors the Palestinians.
The effects of the Middle East conflict ripple across France in a series of anti-Semitic attacks. This was the scene at the Paris airport earlier this week as supporters of Yasser Arafat returned from Ramallah. Pro and anti-Israeli factions got into a fistfight. The police had their hands full keeping the two sides apart. French police are also having a tough time combating a series of attacks against Jewish synagogues, schools, cemeteries, and butcher shops. In News from America tonight, justice for the families of two Dartmouth College professors who were murdered last year.
Their two teenage killers were sentenced today.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. 17-year-old James Parker testified against his partner in crime and received a negotiated sentence of 25 years to life in prison. Meantime, 18-year-old Robert Tulloch gets life without parole. The victims, Suzanne and Haf Zantop, were found dead in their Hanover home in January of last year. Some amazing video out of Michigan. Watch this. Motorcyclist leading police on an incredibly, wild ride. At one point you saw there he hit that cruiser. The cruiser knocked him away, but he bounced back. Now watch this. It's a stolen bike he's riding. Wham! They slam into him as he's weaving in and out of traffic. At the end, he collided there with a state police car, thrown off the bike, knocked out in fair condition tonight.
NASA scrubbed today's launch of the shuttle Atlantis after discovering a hydrogen fuel leak in a pipeline on the launch pad. They say the gas didn't pose a threat to the shuttle. NASA hopes to send the shuttle up on Sunday with the newest piece of the space station.
Oregon's running out of money to help laid-off workers. The Oregon Employment Department says nearly $8 million in federal money granted earlier this year is almost gone. It's asked the feds for more money to avoid shutting down programs like worker retraining. The state says a rash of layoffs at Freightliner in Portland, Boeing in Gresham, and other companies are responsible for more people looking for help. The feds aren't sure if or when Oregon will get more money.
The ACLU is suing the city of Grants Pass for discrimination. They say the city provides better playing fields to boys' baseball teams than to girls' softball teams. The suit claims this violates federal and state constitutions and also Oregon's Public Accommodation Act, which says males and females have to be given equal access to government programs. The city says it's worked hard to meet the requirements of the girls' teams. So what do you think? Should cities be responsible for providing playing fields of equal quality for male and female sports teams? That's tonight's 12 Talkback online poll question. You can register your opinion at our website, Oregons12.tv. We'll announce the results tomorrow on the 10 o'clock news.
Well, the Blazers back in the Rose Garden, hoping to end a 3-game losing streak.
They are fighting to move up in the standings with only 7 games left to play in the regular season. Tim Becker joins us now with your first look at their progress.
Forgot to bring my gold stars because we paced one on them tonight.
Yeah.
A gold star in the progress report, and they need it right now. This was a must-win game, not just because time's running out to catch Minnesota for that number 5 playoff spot, but also because New York just isn't that good. They had just 9 wins on the road. Losing to a team like that would have been devastating tonight. Rasheed Wallace showing no sign of that sore back anymore, and Scottie Pippen's getting into playoff form too. Look at the strong move to the hoop as he packs down the slam. Portland off to a quick start in this one. This time Pippen going to play assist man, finds a wide open Wallace down low for the dunk in the 18-7 lead. Other way, Knicks settle in for jump shots to try and stay with him. Latrell Sprewell hits the J, but the lead's still at 11. Portland lacked energy the last few games. Not tonight. Bonzi Wells explodes for a dunk. He finished with 16 points. And more energy. Derek Anderson working to give and go with Sean Kemp for another easy bucket. Into the half. Pippen, another of his 7 assists to Wallace. And the dunk powers Portland to a 12-point halftime lead. Third quarter, nice relay coming up, ending with another Bonzi slam. Just great energy. The lead up to 14. After a slow start, David Stoudemire picks it up in the second half. Pops the 3-ball, pushes the lead to 15. He finished with 12, and the 3-game losing streak comes to an end. They hold on to beat the Knicks by 8, 88-80. Wallace, top gun with 25 points and 8 rebounds for the Blazers, who end up getting 16 apiece from Wells and Anderson. Big win for them tonight because Minnesota loses, and that leaves Portland a game behind them for the 5th playoff spot. One more home game before a 4-game road trip. That home game Saturday night against the Golden State Warriors, who beat them a couple of nights ago.
All right. Wish them luck. Thank you, Tim.
All right.
Well, coming up, Rod told us our days of sunshine were numbered. Now get ready for the rain. Yes, it's true. His pinpoint forecast is next.
Also, find out what's in the air that's making your nose tickle and your eyes itch.
And now an easy way to find out if you have heart disease.
And tomorrow night at 10, reward money pours in for Ashley and Miranda as the community comes up with new ways to get the word out about the kidnapping of these 2 girls. That story tomorrow on the 10 o'clock news.
Arby's $5 value roundup. 2 chicken sandwiches, 3 beef and cheddars, or 4 regular roast beefs for just $5. You don't see a deal like this every day.
Synchronize your watches. It's time for Swim Week at Ross. Just $14.99 to $19.99 for the latest swimsuits.
Get motivated today. Get really motivated now. Get 25% off dues and 25% off enrollment fee. Call 1-800-204-2400. It's the way we make you feel.
It's a case of life imitating art. A killer asteroid is headed for planet Earth, but don't panic just yet. See if Hollywood may have the right idea to save the world coming up.
Wait, read it again.
Okay, to be Foster Farms fresh chickens, you cannot take hormones, steroids, or be frozen at any time.
Foster Farms, always natural, always fresh.
Cool, thanks, man. Where are you guys from?
Foster Farms.
Okay, natural. Oh, carrot stick?
Foster Farms, fresh chicken grown in Oregon. Tonight's weather report on the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by American Family Insurance. All your protection under one roof. Look in the white or yellow pages and call today.
I'm Richard.
I'm Elaine, and these are our 3 daughters and their families.
Michelle, Becky, and Kathy.
We all have American Family Life Insurance. Why? The life plan fits our family. Definitely. Our agent really watches over us.
It's a relationship built on honesty and trust. That's why we all have American Family Life.
All your protection under one roof.
American Family Insurance.
In tonight's HealthCast, a simple blood test may detect heart failure. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the U.S., but now a quick, easy, and inexpensive test may change that. Doctors in San Diego are using a small machine which tests a drop of blood for protein called BNP. In 15 minutes, it can detect heart failure. Doctors say the test is 90% accurate and costs $25 a shot. Children born to couples who are first or second cousins have a lower risk for birth defects than previously thought, but the risk is still higher than for babies with unrelated parents. Researchers at the University of Washington say unrelated couples have about a 4% risk of having a child with a birth defect, while the risk rises to 7% for close cousins. Marriage of first cousins is illegal in 30 states, but in some countries, up to 60% of the population is blood-related. Some good news for you sun worshipers. Scientists in Maryland say vitamin D found in the sun's rays can help slow down the speed at which cancer cells divide. Well, here's the bad news. Too much exposure can cause skin cancer, as we all know. In the study, scientists found more deaths from skin cancer in sunnier states, but the number of people who died from other cancers was lower. Some folks are looking forward to a break from the sun and the rainy weekend forecast.
That's because it could dampen their allergy symptoms. As KPTV's Jim Hyde reports, 'tis the season for some sneezing.
Springtime, glorious. After months of gloomy, wet weather, who wouldn't love springtime? About 25% of Americans don't especially enjoy April. It's not that they have anything against the sunshine, it's the resulting aerosolization. that gets them.
Then they're much more likely to be able to contact the tissues of your eyes and your nose and your throat and your lungs. And when the pollen actually lights there in the eyes or in the respiratory tract, then you start experiencing allergic symptoms.
Dr. Montanaro says allergic rhinitis and hay fever affect about a quarter of the population. And a dry week in spring is when patients start seeking him out.
Let's look at your eyes.
I can definitely tell that the allergy season has started.
Pollens in the spring and summer, plus molds and pet hair, could mean year-round symptoms for Kathy Wilkinson.
Okay, good. We want you to use a nasal cortisone by putting it in your nose, one spray on each side, twice a day.
Newer non-sedating antihistamines are relieving some symptoms without making people dangerously dopey. Allergy shots help patients like Kathy. And the Willamette Valley has more than its share of sufferers with some of the worst pollen counts on Earth. Since most of us aren't moving to Madagascar to evade the symptoms, what new drugs might handle them?
In the near future, we're going to have a new biotech molecule that is actually an antibody against an antibody. And what it'll do is kind of suck up the bad antibody.
But those meds will be costly. Besides, when the sun comes out in April, most Oregonians want to get their bodies out to enjoy it. Just don't forget the allergy pills. In Portland, Jim Hyde, the 10 o'clock news.
Kathy Wilkinson says her allergy symptoms, like those of other patients, can include serious sinus headaches, but so far this season, they've not been a problem.
It sure was pretty, though. I mean, I'm sorry for all those people who are suffering,
Ain't
but
too bad.
man,
It's worth suffering
gorgeous.
for, I
It
think.
is so pretty.
Warmest we've been since October 5th. Today's high
Wow.
of 76 was a record. On the flip side, you know, it's been almost 3 weeks since we've had rain. And if you're trying to get some new grass seed going, lots of people probably thinking the rain in the forecast is a good thing. On the other hand, it was so pretty today. Hey, we have some fun pictures to take a look at. These sent to us from Mr. Jeremy Rapp. Jeremy lives in Vancouver, and he's a member of the Rose City Astronomers Club. You're looking at Ikea Jang. This is a comet, and scientists are saying it may be the brightest one since Hale-Bopp some 5 years ago. Also, scientists believe it last visited our skies, our heavens, some 350 years ago. And if you're wondering if you have a chance, we have another. Is this the second picture? Do we already change pictures? No. We haven't. We have another picture. Do we have picture number 2? It's not coming. Okay, anyway. Ikea Zhang, if you're wondering, can you still see it? The best time for the remainder of the month will be in the pre-dawn hours. Anyway, thank you, Jeremy, for those pictures. Okay, take a look at metro high temperatures across the country. 76 across the country, across the city. I'm on a roll tonight, huh? 76 in Portland. Again, that's a record. The old mark was 75. It was 75 up in Vancouver, 77 degrees up at Scappoose. And it was just a glorious day across most of the Pacific Northwest. You can see the cooler readings on the coast. We talked about this yesterday. Cloudiness did sneak all the way up into Newport. 54 because of cloudiness for you. Astoria enjoyed the sun. They shot up to 70 degrees, so quite a difference. Pendleton hit 70 degrees as well as 72 degrees this afternoon over in Ontario. Pullman had 63 up in Washington State, Spokane 61, and Hoquiam at 71 degrees on the coast up in Washington State. Forecast check, I said it would be 73 and 42 with 76 and 39, so all good numbers. And of course, we talked about the beautiful bright sunshine. Outside right now, we're still clear in the Rose City. We're at 56. Barometer's rising tonight. Winds are southeast at 10 miles per hour. Take a look at the satellite picture and notice the clouds moving their way up the Oregon coast. These clouds will slowly start to push into the valley, I think, overnight tonight, and I do expect that we will wake up to cloudy skies tomorrow morning. If for some reason we don't, the clouds will be moving in during the morning hours, but I bet they'll be there by the time we get up in the morning. Okay, this first batch of clouds, all this coming toward us, this will be working in tomorrow, late day tomorrow evening, but there's no jet stream support, no energy whatsoever. So it's one of those deals where it might not really give us anything. I don't think we'll get a lot of rain no matter what from it. This next batch of cloudiness is the one coming in now. It looks like late Saturday. That'll set up our next best chance for rain. I do have a rain outlook for you for tomorrow. So take a look at the rain outlook, which says that tomorrow night, I don't think we'll get much. Again, it's just a chance situation, and I think the worst case we get about 1/10 of an inch. I say there's a slight chance of a raindrop in the afternoon, but it really looks like, as we've been talking, most of the rain will hold off until the evening hours into the overnight hours. And now it looks like Saturday, as I mentioned, we might not get that much of anything during the day. That could come later on as well. Our Cloud Rain microcast, and I'll just put this into motion, stop at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. There are the clouds. it is showing the chance for some rain up on the northern Oregon coast. But as I played into the evening hours, there you see that heightened chance of rain, even more so north of Portland up into Washington State. So we'll see how that works out. 58 degrees tomorrow, North Bend. Ongoing chance of some showers, mainly beginning in the afternoon on the Oregon coast. And temperatures only in the 50s in most spots. Long Beach, 55 degrees. Tillamook, you'll be in the mid-50s as well. That looked like a mistake on my part. Winds south tomorrow, 15 to 25 knots near shore. You wake up in the morning, the valley will be dry. Odds are it will be cloudy. And then in the afternoon, I'll say not a 0% chance of rain, but again, the better chance coming in the evening hours. Temperatures could still get up close to 60 degrees tomorrow. Up in the mountains, perhaps a thunder shower down around Santiam Pass, 51 degrees for you. Government Camp dry most of the day with a high temperature of 47. Dry in Bend and Redmond tomorrow, and Madras, temperatures in the mid-60s. Partly sunny skies, and some instability in the atmosphere. Maybe an afternoon shower or thunder shower down around Burns tomorrow in the afternoon. John Day looks to be dry. Baker City, that afternoon chance of a crackle of thunder or a raindrop. The Grand dry in 63, and Pendleton partly sunny in 67. Winds becoming westerly out of the gorge up to about 25 miles per hour. The Dow 67 degrees. This would be a chance of some showers toward Cascade Locks late day into the evening. We're dry in the morning, 47. Dry at noon, 56. Chance of showers by 5 o'clock. And then that rain chance starts to escalate in the overnight hours. 7-day forecast. We're dealing with such a weak series of weather systems over the weekend that I have to say it's kind of an ongoing chance. But if it were a perfect world, we wouldn't get any rain till tomorrow overnight. We wouldn't get any rain till after dinner on Saturday. And Sunday, if it were a perfect world, I would know what's happening. But I don't. I'll just say an ongoing chance of showers.
You want to make a tea time.
Ain't a perfect world,
There's
Rodney.
no big storm coming. It's just the flow that I'm looking at coming in. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
All right.
Scientists say a deadly asteroid could be on its way toward Earth. Scientists at NASA say the asteroid is 7/10 of a mile wide. The good news is it is still 878 years away from Earth, but when it comes, it is expected to be powerful.
It would kick up lots of dust. All this molten material would fly up and it would settle down and trigger fires.
The asteroid should reach Earth on March 16th in the year 2880. The chance of impact is 1 in 300. NASA is spending $3.5 million a year tracking other large asteroids. They say the chances of seeing one collide with Earth in our lifetime is 1 in 5,000. And I was thinking those are better odds than the lottery.
They are, actually.
I mean, you're going to see an asteroid hit the Earth before you're going to win the lottery, Kurt Ludlow.
I better stop buying those
Yeah,
tickets.
you might as well.
The case of a Washington boy who had an affair with his teacher made national headlines.
Now find out how it all began. Here the boy explained how his teacher seduced him.
And the latest crop of robots are pretty cool, but will they replace workers? More on what they can do coming up.
Are you currently taking Prozac for depression but still feel depressed? Symptoms may include feeling down, sad, hopeless, blue, and irritable. Pacific Northwest Clinical Research Center is looking for individuals who have been taking Prozac for at least 4 weeks but are not improving enough. All research-related care and study medication are provided at no cost to those who qualify. If your dose of Prozac just isn't enough, call Pacific Northwest Clinical Research Center at 503-228-CARE.
Scandal made headlines 6 years ago. Now new details are emerging in the Mary Kay Letourneau case. Her teenage boyfriend changes his story. His testimony coming up.
I love the 80s. Mix 107.5. It's the best songs from the 80s and more.
They play all my favorites.
Phil Collins, The Police, The Pretenders.
Mix 107.5, home of the no repeat workday and the best songs of the 80s and more.
It is my favorite station.
Subway has a new bread made with that bee guy's honey and his oats.
Oh, whoa. That can't be good. There's one right there.
Hey, where you going? Subway's this way.
Hi, guys.
Hey, Kelly. Mr. Honey and Mr. Oat.
Subway's new Honey Oat on Wheat starts with tasty wheat bread. Then we coat it with honey and oats and bake it all together.
Subway! Eat fresh!
They're fresh baked, and on April 15th, they're free. That's right. Monday, April 15th, come down to Subway and get your own free fresh baked cookie.
We know what it takes to handle the ups and downs of a rugged environment. Foresight, agility, focus, and always keeping your balance. Key, achieve anything. We know what it takes to realize successful figures. Precision, strength, talent, and a solid program. Key, achieve anything.
I love the 80s. Mix 107.5.
They play all my favorites.
We listen all day at work. It's a great mix.
Mix 107.5, home of the no repeat workday and the best songs of the 80s and more.
I love all the songs.
Welcome back. Have you ever had the feeling that one day you would be replaced by a robot?
Well, we may be closer than we all think. Rebecca McKinnon shows us the most human-like robots yet.
Move over, Madonna? Maybe not quite yet. These new entertainment robots made by Sony aren't about to win a Grammy, but they are talented. Aside from sing and dance, they can recognize human faces and names. This is Asimo, Honda's latest pride and joy. It moves with greater flexibility and spontaneity than any other robot on Earth. It also learns. One museum already uses it as a tour guide. Some robots now under development in Japan are meant to save lives. This one detects landmines. Still others mimic humans, this one with facial expressions. This one recognizes and follows different colored objects. Yet another has been taught to play the flute with special sensitivity in its robotic lips, tongue, and fingertips. Many speak at least some Japanese. A healing robot made to look like a baby seal is already used for therapy with senior citizens and in pediatric wards in Japan. It responds to human touch. Like a real pet, it has been clinically proven to reduce stress without the hygiene issues of real animals. I think robots will change human culture. It will be like coexisting with beings from another planet. Konnichiwa. Rebecca McKinnon, CNN Tokyo.
Those robots are on display at the Robot Expo in Japan, the goal to inspire new generations of robot inventors.
Oregon now has its own stamp. Today, the Postal Service unveiled a collection of postage stamps depicting each state. Oregon's stamp features a windsurfer. The stamps are intended to promote tourism. Since fewer people seem to be traveling these days, the stamps are sold in sheets of 50 for $17.
I see Mount Hood in the background. Windsurfers,
beautiful.
Though. A little strange.
I was confused, but apparently it's a big thing here.
Yeah.
In the Columbia
Bigger than salmon?
Gorge. Well, I thought maybe salmon should be the picture of choice.
They didn't ask us.
No, they didn't. They really don't care either.
They don't. A Washington boy says his teacher promised him a striptease.
Coming up next, the boy who had an affair with Mary Kay Letourneau talks about what else his teacher did to seduce him.
Plus, an amazing concert performed with only one hand. You'll hear part of it just ahead. Not good.
A dying stranger is rescued.
Neural patterns are fading.
To save her will require a miracle.
I'm creating a holographic body.
But when the perfect doctor creates the perfect woman,
Call me Dinora.
it becomes the perfect disaster.
What have you done to me?
Star Trek Voyager.
Tonight on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
The lap of luxury. Just log on to Tonkin.com and shop our huge selection for the car you love without ever leaving the Lazy Boy.
The jumbo feast from Godfather's Pizza is big. It comes with a jumbo half and half that's 18 inches across, piled with a pound of cheese. It's big as 2 mediums, with half specialty pie, half one topper. Plus it comes with new garlic cheese bread and a dessert pizza. The jumbo feast from Godfather's Pizza is big, and it's only $16.99.
Your hunger will be taken care of.
So if I use you, can you get me discounts on hotels, attractions, not even shopping? Next! Very nice, but do you come with a full-service travel agency? Didn't think so. No roadside assistance. Bye-bye. So, AAA guy, you do all that, plus car and homeowner's insurance? Wow. What else? Oh, a star is born. AAA, join now and avoid the crowds, because membership means more.
On Wall Street, the Dow rose 36 to 10,235. The NASDAQ was up 5 to 1789. The 10 o'clock news continues in a moment.
Wix salespeople are almost psychic. Ooh, I think you need a couch.
Wix Furniture announces the grand opening of our 39th showroom nationwide. Huge 36-hour savings at every Wix showroom. Plus, no money down, with no monthly payments and no finance charges due for 1 year with a Wix charge.
This Wix grand opening needs a lot more pizzazz. Maybe a master of ceremonies. Let's talk.
This will revolutionize your time, because now the best time to use your wireless plan is anytime. This is new Quest Wireless Anytime Minutes. No limits when you can call. Just an amazing 1,000 monthly minutes you can use anytime, any day. Plus these great features, all for only $39.99 a month. Call now and ask how you can save 10% off your wireless calling plan. This is the new way to save anytime. That is, anytime your hands are free. This is riding the light. Quest.
This is the Northwest. This is our paint. For stunning results in whatever color you desire, the experts at your nearby Miller Paint store are ready to help with custom mixed paint specially formulated for durability and design. Miller Paint. Our paint.
There's only one rule. No rules.
The Bar Wars return. Next time on Cheers.
Gary did it to us again.
Tonight on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
The relationship between a 34-year-old teacher and her 12-year-old student first made headlines 6 years ago. Well, now the sex scandal is the focus of a civil trial.
Today, the boy, who is now 18, testified about his relationship with the teacher who became the mother of his 2 daughters. Lillian Kim has the story.
He's 18 years old, a high school dropout, and now, 6 years after his love affair with the 6th grade teacher, Vili Fulau is in the spotlight again. For 2 days, he's been on the stand, recounting his version of the relationship.
Did Mrs. Letourneau ever motivate you to do better in history?
One time, she said she would strip for me for every answer I got right.
Fulau and his mother Suna are suing Highline School District and Des Moines Police for $1 million. They claim officials failed to protect him from Mary Kay Letourneau, who later gave birth to his 2 children. According to his testimony, their sexual relationship began on school grounds at the end of the school year when Fulau was 12 years old.
She had oral sex. We had oral sex.
Inside the school?
In the school parking lot.
Defense attorneys say Fulau's testimony is radically different from earlier sworn statements. And they say if the sex didn't happen on school grounds, how could administrators be expected to stop it?
Clearly, he has stated that there was no sex ever on the school grounds. And apparently now he's catering his story to the lawsuit.
As Vili Fulau continues to testify, his former teacher, Mary Kay Letourneau, sits behind bars, serving out a 7.5-year prison sentence for child rape. Letourneau may be called to testify via closed-circuit TV in the coming weeks. In Kent, Washington, Lillian Kim reporting.
In the past, Fulau said he was in love with Letourneau and wanted to marry her, but he has since changed his mind. Now he's said to be suffering from suicidal depression and is being treated for alcohol abuse.
How many miles do you have in your car? 50,000, 150,000? Well, a man in Los Angeles has you beat by more than 1 million. Irv Gordon has driven his 1966 Volvo into the record books. The car has 2 million miles on it. Can you believe that? It is the Volvo P1800, and now it's earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records.
Well, you're going to want to give your right hand to help this next fellow. That is because he can use his left hand only to play an entire piano concerto. Yves Thibaudet is one of the few musicians who can perform Ravel's concerto for the left hand. He's joining the Portland Symphony this weekend. This concerto was commissioned right after World War I by a rising piano star who lost his arm in the war. You can see the concert in person Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. You want him to use, I watched part of it, you want him to use the other hand.
It's amazing.
You just say use it, because he sits on his lap the whole time he plays with his lap.
You close your eyes, though, and you would think he had four hands on there.
You just think, oh, come on, just use it. Just use it.
It's amazing to see. Coming up, Rod has a final look at the morning forecast.
And coming up in sports, the verdict is in. Will it be the old silver or the new blue helmets for the Seahawks this season? Tim Becker's got the answer when we come back.
Meet Ray's big brother, Robert.
Devoted brother, trusted companion, they're each other's greatest champion.
What are you doing? Superfly?
Where's Gladys and the other two pips?
That is so whack.
We're Italian.
Robert?
Whack means something else to us.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
There's something irresistible about buttermilk pancakes, and only one place to go for the very best, IHOP. And right now you can enjoy our famous buttermilk pancakes for just $1. That's right, buy any beverage and get breakfast for $1. So stop by IHOP for the sweetest deal around. 3 delicious pancakes for just $1. One taste and you'll see why everybody's favorite pancakes come from IHOP. Anytime's a good time for IHOP.
Get motivated today. Get really motivated now. Get 25% off dues and 25% off enrollment fee. Call 1-800-204-2400. It's the way we make you feel.
Are you ready to take the High Five Challenge?
For 40 points. This river is the longest in Alaska.
Competition is fierce.
The Yukon? You got it for 40 points.
And teamwork is key.
Hermes? Hermes, yes, very good.
Your mind is the best offense.
Aaron. Michelangelo. You got it.
And the best defense.
A steal by Coquille.
Okay, John.
And with over 70 high schools competing, these teams play to win. Take the Lazy Boy Furniture Gallery's High Five Challenge, Saturday morning at 9:30 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
I remember the first time that I saw Good Day Oregon, and I thought it was the best morning television program that I'd ever seen.
Good morning once again, everyone. We are going
What's great is that we're able to bring you a little bit of everything to spice up your morning.
Might not be a sandal scandal after all.
Late in the day, about 74.
Traffic and weather, back to back on the 5s.
4 hours of live TV, and it's all fresh.
It's so much fun, and then it just keeps evolving.
Go there.
Good Day Oregon isn't for everyone, but for people who watch it and get it, it's a great show. It really is.
Tonight's sports report on the 10 o'clock news is brought to you by Honda. See your Honda dealer today to learn more about the great value Honda has to offer.
I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. I wish Hawaii were closer. I wish my
How will you use the moonroof? The 2002 Honda Accord. It's different for everyone.
For a limited time, get special APR financing as low as 2.9% for 36 months on new Accords.
Now sports with Tim Becker.
Time to talk about the other Beavers, the Portland Beavers, who opened the Pacific Coast League season tonight in Salt Lake City on the road with a 5-1 loss to the Stingers. They're going to stay on the road until a week from tomorrow when they play their home opener at PGE Park against Memphis. Till the Beavers do get to PGE Park, the Portland Timbers will have the place all to themselves. The second-year A-League soccer team opened camp this week. Coach Bobby Howe is looking for big things from his guys this year. As a startup last season, they were among the top 8 in a 21-team league and made the playoffs. They also drew close to 6,000 fans a game and see no reason attendance shouldn't improve either.
And we're now getting out into the community a lot more. We have a grassroots program where we're getting out into the community. So it'd be nice to see that jump up to 10 because, again, the more people there are, the more atmosphere there is, and as long as we're playing well, we're winning games, there's no reason we shouldn't get those sorts of crowns.
With the group of players that we've put together this year, 9 of whom were here last year, we expect to be equally, if not more competitive than we were last season.
The Timbers play an exhibition game, by the way, against the LA Galaxy of the MLS. That's the top-end league next Tuesday at PGE Park. Well, the Mariners had the night off, but they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay put at Safeco Field, where they open a 3-game series against Oakland tomorrow night. Today, the A's at home against Texas. 6th inning, Alex Rodriguez gets plunked for the 2nd time in the ball game. He's just a little ticked about it. The bench is clear, but no scuffle. I think it did get the Rangers' gander up, though, because right after that, Ivan Rodriguez doubles in a couple runs for a 3-2 lead. And then Bill Hasselman rocks him with a 3-run shot, all in the 6th inning. They end the A's 20-game home winning streak. 7-5 is the final. NBA, the Blazers ended their 3-game skid tonight with an 88-80 win over the Knicks at the Rose Garden, and it looks like Rasheed Wallace is back in top form. He made 5 of his 6 shots in the opening period, finished with 25 points, and you know, it wasn't pretty, but they showed the energy they were missing the last few games, going strong to the hoop and running the floor all night long.
We can't have any slippages now. We can play hard and lose maybe, but we can't slip and let, teams like that beat us. So we got to continue to get better now. This is the right time to win.
Yeah, it was a good start. I mean, especially with these next 7, 8 games coming down, we need to start to generate some kind of momentum, start playing some kind of consistent basketball and preparing ourselves for the postseason.
Golden State is here next Saturday night. Meantime, the Ducks continue spring drills on the football field, searching for replacement parts to live up to their #2 billing nationwide. But one thing they don't have to worry about is a running back. 1,000-yard rusher Ontario Smith has the job all to himself now that Maurice Morris has used up his eligibility. It's the first time for Smith as a feature back, but he's hoping somebody else can help shoulder the load, just like he did for Morris.
I would like to share them. I wouldn't want to go, 30 to 35 carries every week. You get banged up like that. So, I would like to, split the carries up. I'm real excited about, getting to be the feature back this year. First time since I've been in college, so I'm real excited about that.
Finally, the verdict is in, and it will be the blue helmets for the Seahawks this coming season. Over 64,000 fans voted by phone, email, and in person during the last week, picking the new blue lids over the silver ones, 76% to 24%. It's the first time in NFL history, by the way, that fans have actually been allowed to vote for part of a team's uniform ensemble.
That's a good idea,
Sean Alexander, their running back. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Getting the fans involved and they can feel like they're a part of it. The NFL said, no way you're going to have 2 helmets, which is what they had originally wanted.
Oh, I see. I like the silver.
You were outvoted.
But I was
you lose.
by a long shot.
The NFL can't do that. 2 helmets.
No,
I find that interesting.
They don't want that.
Huh. Baseball, you have like 6 different caps if you like.
Too confusing.
Take a look at wake-up weather in the morning. 47 degrees. Looks like we'll be cloudy tomorrow morning, and then the clouds will stay with us all day, and the best chance of rain holds off until the latter part of the day, or perhaps not even until tomorrow night. 47 degrees. It will be nice and warm in the morning. I did mention this in my main weather, but it still looks like the snow levels on Saturday and Sunday up in the Cascades will be down to about 4,500 feet, so it could be some sloppiness around the pass levels, but good snow if we get some decent accumulations to ski.
Thank you, Rod.
Spring skiing. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Good night.
On the next VIP,
She's gonna pay in blood.
Val's deadly look-alike is back.
Oh my God, it's evil me. I thought you were in the slammer. I decided to replace you and take out your partners one by one.
And she's looking for revenge on the next VIP.
Saturday on KPTV, Oregon's 12. Next time on Trekker, Cole is on trial for a crime he didn't commit.
I saw the surveillance video on the 6 o'clock news. It shows him pulling the trigger.
And the only person who can save him is his human double. 2 Adrian Pauls for the price of 1. Next time on Trekker. Saturday at 6 on KPTV, Oregon's 12.
Since 1923, the Portland Police Bureau Sunshine Division has provided emergency food and supplies to families in need.
But the program relies on your generosity.
This is why we're teaming up with Zupan's Markets on a food drive benefiting the Sunshine Division.
Yeah, we're calling it Project Ray of Hope.
But we need your help.
That's right. Throughout the month, please drop off any non-perishable food item right here at Zupan's Markets.
Help the Sunshine Division brighten the lives of those in need.
You cannot script this stuff.
It's live. If it wasn't, we'd go back and fix all the screw-ups.
Join Steve Edwards, Jillian Barbary, and Dorothy Lucy.
What makes us work as a team? I don't have a clue.
Good Day Live.
It's from news.
And selected varieties of General Mills cereal. Your choice, 3 for just $6. Looking for thousands of bonus buys? Albertsons. It's your store.
Growing up in Grants Pass, Oregon, in a logger's family, no, we didn't travel. But now that my family is growing, I want my children to experience the excitement of new situations. My son makes great observations when we're traveling about the way children act. He noticed that children cry differently in Europe, and he's an expert in crying. The best trips I've had is where I've looked down at my son, and he's looking up at me, and we're both smiling, and we share an equal experience. That's really magic, and you can't really get that at home.
What, you don't do custom tattoos?
I didn't say that. I just don't think it's ethical.
Look, pal, all I want is a little green valley with the words Foster Farms on it. Okay, give me one of these.
Look at this stupid dog breathing fire. That's a mongoose. Look, I don't like you. You're a liar. You smell funny. And besides, my mom buys Foster Farms.
Okay.
Foster Farms. Fresh chicken grown in Oregon.
Your mongoose looks like a dog.
Log on